Conqueror, whose cause was favored by the Pope, was submitted to by the English. Edwin and Morcar, the Earls of Mercia and Northumbria, declared for him.
What did they declare?
It doesn't say. Edwin and Morcar.
Well, what did they look like?
There aren't any pictures. Now pay attention, Alice.
I am paying attention, but what is the use of a book without pictures?
I swear, Alice, there are many wonderful books without pictures.
But if I had my way, all books would be filled with pictures.
What nonsense.
Yes, and nonsense, too. I would want a world filled with nonsense.
Alice, now that is enough. Where was I? Edwin and Morcar, the Earls of Mercia and Northumbria, declared for him, finding it advisable to offer him the crown. And even Steigen, the Archbishop of Canterbury, agreed to meet with William to offer him the crown. William's conduct had been of late much accustomed to conquest. William's conduct at first was moderate, but the insolence of his Normans.
A white rabbit wearing a waistcoat.
Oh dear, I'm late! I'm late!
And looking at his pocket watch?
Oh, my dear paws, she'll be absolutely savage! I'm late! I'm late!
A talking rabbit? With a pocket watch, Mr. Rabbit, wait!
Oh, my fur and whiskers, she'll have me executed, then I'll really be late.
Mr. Rabbit?
I'm late, I'm late, I'm late.
Late for what?
I'm late! I'm late!
Wait, Mr. Rabbit. Mr. Rabbit? Mr. Rabbit? Oh, Mr. Rabbit, wait for me!
I'm late! I'm late! Sure as ferrets are ferrets, she'll have me executed, then I'll really be late. I'm late! I'm late!
Mr. Rabbit? Mr. Rabbit? Now where could he have gone? They're all locked. How will I ever get out again?
You are in the mysterious hall of locked doors. What you need is a K-E.
Why?
A key?
Here's the key.
Here's the key. Here's the key. Here's the key.
A little golden key. It has to fit one of these locks.
Nope. 9.
Nope.
No, either they're too big or it's too small. Oh, but here's another door. And the key fits. Why, it's the loveliest garden I've ever seen. How I should enjoy wandering through those flowers. Well, even if my head would go through, it would be of very little use without my shoulders. Oh, how I wish I could shut up like a telescope.
Drink me.
Drink me. Oh, no, I won't. It's all very well to say drink me, but I'll look first. For if you drink much from a bottle marked poison, it's almost certain to disagree with you sooner or later. Well, it tastes like cherry tart, custard, pineapple, roast turkey, and hot buttered toast. What a curious feeling. Curiouser and curiouser. I must be shutting up like a telescope now. Oh, what if it ends in my going out altogether like a candle? What does a flame look like once it's blown out?
Smaller.
Littler. Tinier.
Now I can finally see that garden. Oh, what lovely flower buds.
Naturally.
I beg your pardon, but did you Oh, that's nonsense. Flowers can't talk.
But of course we can talk, my dear.
If there's anyone worth talking to.
Or about.
And we sing, too.
You do?
Oh, yes. Would you like to hear Tell It to the Tulips?
We know one about the shy little violets.
Oh, no, not that old thing. Let's do Lovely Lily at the Valley. How about daisies in the...
Oh, you wouldn't like that.
Girls, we shall sing Golden Afternoon. That's about all of us. Sound your A, Lily.
La.
Little bread and butterflies kiss the tulips, and the sun is like a toy balloon. The get up, do, in the morning glories. Daffodils on the hillside, strings of violets, all in tune. Tiger lilies love the dandelions in the golden afternoon. In the golden afternoon, the golden afternoon, the golden afternoon, in the golden afternoon.
Oh, that was lovely.
Thank you, my dear. What kind of garden do you come from?
Well, I don't come from any garden.
Oh, do you suppose she's a wildflower?
Oh, no, I'm not a wildflower.
Just what species, or should we say genus, are you, my dear?
I suppose you would call me a genus humanus, Alice.
Ever seen an Alice with a blossom like that?
Come to think of it, have you ever seen an Alice?
Yes, and notice her petals. What a peculiar color.
And no fragrance.
Just look at those stems.
Rather scrawny, I'd say.
I think she's pretty.
Quiet, bud.
But I'm not a flower.
Just as I suspected. She's nothing but a common mobile vulgarist.
A common what?
To put it bluntly, a weed.
I'm not a weed.
We wouldn't expect her to admit it.
Can you imagine?
Well, goodness.
Don't let her stay here and go to seed.
Please, girls.
We don't want weeds in our bed.
Oh, all right, if that's the way you feel about it. If I were my right size, I could pick every one of you if I wanted to. And then I'd guess that'd teach you. You can learn a lot of things from the flowers. Seems to me they could learn a few things about manners.
Marianne?
Who?
Why, Marianne, what are you doing out here? Run home and fetch me a pair of gloves. Quick now. Oh, dear, the Queen will be furious.
But Mr. Rabbit, I'm not Marianne. I'm not, am I? Oh, Mr. Rabbit, please wait.
Who are you?
I hardly know, ma'am. Just at present. At least, I knew who I was when I got up this morning, but I think I've changed since then.
What do you mean by that? Explain yourself.
I can't explain myself, I'm afraid, ma'am, for I'm not myself, you see.
I don't see.
I'm afraid I can't explain it more clearly, for I don't quite understand it myself, and being more than one size in a day is very confusing.
It isn't.
Well, maybe you haven't found it so yet, but you just wait. One day you're going to turn into a chrysalis, so you will, and then into a butterfly. Then you'll feel a little odd, won't you?
Not a bit.
Well, perhaps you're different. It would feel very odd to me.
You. Who are you?
I think you ought to tell me who you are first.
Why? Come back. I've something important to say. Keep your temper.
Is that all?
No. So you think you've changed, do you?
I'm afraid I have, ma'am. I've changed size, and I can't remember things as I used to.
Can't remember what things?
Well, I try to say ba ba black sheep, but it all comes out different. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily.
That is not said right.
Not quite right, I'm afraid.
No. Wrong from beginning to end. What size do you want to be?
Well, I should like to be a little larger. 3 inches is such a wretched height to be.
It is a very good height indeed. I am exactly 3 inches high.
But I'm not used to it.
You will be, in time. One side will make you grow taller, and the other side will make you grow shorter.
One side of what? The other side of what?
Of the garden.
For the Duchess, an invitation from the Queen to play croquet.
From the Queen, an invitation for the Duchess to play croquet.
For the Duchess, from the Queen.
From the Queen, for the Duchess.
For the Duchess.
From the Queen,
From the Queen.
for the Duchess.
Duchess.
Queen,
Queen.
Duchess.
Duchess.
Queen,
Queen!
Duchess!
I'll take this to the Duchess. She may know the White Rabbit.
Easily, makes it so greasily. Stir it so sneezily, oh so easily.
An invitation from the Queen to play croquet. There's certainly too much pepper in that soup.
You don't know much, and that's a fact.
I would like to know where I could find the White Rabbit.
Pig!
Oh, please do mind what you're doing. You almost hurt the baby.
If everybody just minded their own business, the world would go around a great deal faster.
Which would not be an advantage. You see, the Earth takes 24 hours to turn around on its axis.
Talking of axes, chop off her head.
24 hours, I think. Or is it 12?
Oh, don't bother me. I never could abide figures. Speak roughly to your little boy, and beat him when he sneezes. He only does it to annoy because he knows it teases.
Wah, wah, wah.
I speak severely to my little boy, and I beat him when he sneezes, for he can thoroughly enjoy the pepper when he pleases.
Wah, wah, wah.
Poor baby.
Here, if you're so sorry for him, you take care of him. I must go get ready to play croquet with the Queen. Wow, wow, wow.
I can't leave you in that kitchen. They'll kill you. It would be murder to leave you behind. Oh, try not to grunt. Don't grunt. That's no way to express yourself. Now, what am I to do with you when I get home? Try not to grunt. My, your eyes are extremely small for a baby. And as for your nose, oh, please don't turn into a pig. It would have made a dreadfully ugly child, but it makes a rather handsome pig, I think. Well, it looks good-natured. Why do you grin like that?
I'm a Cheshire cat, that's why.
Cheshire Cat, could you tell me, please, which way I ought to go from here?
That depends a good deal on where you want to get to.
Well, I don't much care where,
And it doesn't matter which way you go.
so long as I get somewhere.
Oh, you're sure to do that, if only you walk far enough. Where'd I go? Try to find me. Where'd I go? I'm back. Did you miss me?
Well, I'm looking for a white rabbit. What sort of people live about here?
In that direction lives a hatter, and in that direction lives a March hare. Visit either you like, they're both mad.
But I don't want to go among mad people.
Oh, you can't help that. We're all mad here. You know I'm mad, I'm mad, I'm mad. You know I'm mad, you're mad, I'm mad, you're mad.
And the whole world has to answer right now just to tell you once again who's mad.
But how do you know I'm mad?
You must be, or you wouldn't have come here. By the by, what became of the baby? I'd nearly forgotten to ask.
It turned into a pig.
Boys often do. Did you say pig or fig?
I said pig.
I don't think that's one bit funny.
Well, I've often seen a cat without a grin, but a grin without a cat? It's the most curious thing I ever saw in my life. Curiouser and curiouser.
Very merry on birthday to me! To me! A very merry on birthday to you! To me? Yes, you! Oh, me! It's time to celebrate us with another cup of tea! A very merry on birthday to you!
Oh, what a lovely tea party. I think I'll sit right here.
No room, no room, no room, no room, no room!
But I thought there was plenty of room.
Ah, but it's very rude to sit down without being invited.
Very, very rude indeed.
Very, very, very rude indeed.
I'm very sorry, but I did enjoy your singing, and I wondered if you could tell me.
You enjoyed our singing?
Oh, what a delightful child. I'm so excited. We never get any compliments.
You must have a cup of tea. Yes, indeed, the tea. You must have a cup of tea.
And now, my dear, you were seeking some information of some kind. Won't you tell us about it?
Oh, yes. You see, I'm looking for a white rabbit.
Clean cup, move down, clean cup.
But I haven't used my cup.
Clean cup, move down, clean cup, move down.
Would you like a little more tea?
Well, I haven't had any yet, so I can't very well take more.
Ah, you mean you can't very well take less?
Yes, you can always take more than nothing.
But I only meant...
And now, my dear, something seems to be troubling you. Won't you tell us about it?
Start at the beginning.
Yes, and when you get to the end, stop. See?
Well, it all started when I was sitting on the riverbank with Dinah.
Very interesting! Who's Dinah?
Well, Dinah is my cat.
Cat? Hurry, give the jam, quickly! Give the jam on his nose, put it on his nose. On his nose, put it on his nose.
Where's the cat? Oh, my goodness. These are the things that upset me.
Do you see all the trouble you've started?
But really, I didn't think...
Ah, that's the point. If you didn't think, then you shouldn't speak.
Clean cup, move down, clean cup, move
but
down.
I still haven't used my cup.
Move down. And now, my dear, as you were saying...
Oh, yes. You see, I was sitting on the riverbank with you-know-who.
Do?
With my C-A-T.
Tea? Just a half a cup if you don't mind.
Come, my dear, don't you care for tea?
Well, yes, I'm very fond of tea, but...
If you're not fond of tea, you could at least make a polite conversation.
Well, I've been trying to ask you...
I have an excellent idea. Let's change the subject.
Why is a raven like a writing desk?
A riddle? Let me see now. Why is a raven like a writing desk?
I beg pardon?
Why is a raven like a writing desk?
Why is a what?
Careful, she's stark raving mad.
But it's your silly riddle you just said.
Very good.
How about a nice cup of tea?
A nice cup of tea indeed. Well, I'm sorry, but I just haven't the time.
The time? The time? Who has the time? No time, no time. Hello, goodbye. I'm late. I'm late.
Oh, the White Rabbit.
I'm late, so very, very late.
Well, no wonder why he's late. The clock is exactly 2 days slow.
Well?
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 Well, it wasn't very civil of her to sit down without being invited, now was it?
No.
Oh, very merry birthday to me. To me.
Oh, you.
Of all the silly nonsense, that was the stupidest tea party I've ever been to in all my life. Well, I've had enough nonsense. I'm going home. Straight home. That rabbit, who cares where he's going anyway? If it wasn't for him, Curious, I don't remember this. Let me see now. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Why, I do believe they lived in the same house. Tweedledum and Tweedledee, they agreed to have a battle, as silly as a battle can be. For Tweedledum said Tweedledee had spoiled his nice new rattle. Here they are, so don't just take it from me.
If you think we're waxworks, you ought to pay, you know.
Waxworks weren't made to be looked at for nothing, no-how.
Contrary-wise, if you think we're alive, you ought to speak.
Ditto.
I'm sure I'm very sorry.
I know what you're thinking, but it is a so no-how.
Contrary-wise, if it was so, it might be, and if it were so, it would be. But as it isn't, it ain't. That's logic. Do you like poetry?
Could you tell me how to get out of this wood?
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Do you see that?
Well, it's only an old rattle.
But it isn't old. It's new. My nice, new rattle. Of course you would agree to have a battle.
Let's fight until 6, then we'll have dinner. One will be the loser, and one will be the winner. If I beat you in this battle, then you're a loser, and I get the rattle.
No, I will beat you, and that is true, and I'll be the winner.
No, I'll beat you.
I don't suppose there'll be a tree left standing by the time we're finished.
And all about a rattle.
I shouldn't have minded it so much if it hadn't been a new one.
Stop!
I've never seen such a fuss about anything in all my life.
I told you we're all mad here.
But how do you know you're mad?
To begin with, a dog's not mad. You grant that?
I suppose.
Well, a dog growls when it's angry and wags its tail when it's pleased. Now, I growl when I'm pleased and wag my tail when I'm angry. Therefore, I'm mad.
I called it purring, not growling.
Call it what you like. Do you play croquet with the Queen today? You'll see me there.
Wait, please!
Yes?
Before you go, would you tell me, please, which way should I go? Why, it's Humpty Dumpty himself! How exactly like an egg he is. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty in his place again. That last line is much too long for the poetry.
Stop standing there chatting to yourself. State your name and business.
My name is Alice, but...
Alice Butt? Alice Butt? Alice Butt? That's a silly enough name. What does it mean?
Must a name mean something?
Of course it must. My name is the good. Handsome shape I am. With a name like yours, Alice Butt, you could be any shape at all. Almost.
Don't you think you'd be safer on the ground?
Of course I don't think so. Why, if I ever did fall off, which there's no chance of, but if I ever did fall off, the king has promised me. You may turn pale if you like. The king has promised moi, with his very own mouth, to
send all of his horses and all of his men.
No, I declare that's too bad. You've been listening outdoors and down chimneys and behind trees, or you couldn't have known it.
I haven't indeed. It's in a book.
A history of England, no doubt. I am one who has spoken to the king, I am. But to show you I'm not proud, you can shake my hand.
Well, I'm glad of that, for you know that pride goeth before a...
Before what? What were you going to say? Anyway, yes, all of his horses and all of his men, all of them, oodles. They'd pick me up in a minute, they would. Now here's a question for you. How old did you say you were?
7 years and 6 months.
Wrong. You never said a thing about it.
I thought you meant how old are you?
Well, if I'd meant that, I would have said that. Impenetrability is what I say.
I don't know what you mean by that.
By impenetrability, I mean we've had about enough of this conversation. Since you don't mean to stop here for the rest of your life, why don't you tell me what you mean to do next?
That's a great deal to make one word mean.
When I work a word extra, I pay it extra. Impenetrability!
Well, what does that word mean now?
It means goodbye. You may shake hands with me. I'm not too... Oh no! Something yellow.
Somebody get some glue.
Someone get a mop.
What is this? Some kind of a yoke.
Exactly.
What are you? Some kind of an expert?
I think he went over easy. Hope he's not scrambled.
Stop it. You're cracking me up.
Poor Humpty Dumpty. I wish I could have helped him. Hello? Hello? Oh, where am I now?
Ahoy, ahoy! Check! Hold! Never fear! There, I'm on my way! Hold tight, here I come! Fear not, fear not!
I hope no bones are broken.
None to speak of. I was sent for, you know. All of us were. All the king's horses and all the king's men. Where is Humpty Dumpty?
I'm afraid you're too late, sir.
You mean he's egg-spired?
Yes.
How terribly sad. It was a very good egg. Well, my dear, you wouldn't have any chance want to be rescued. I did very well, you see.
Oh, yes, please. I can't seem to find my way out of this forest.
Oh, then help me on. I'll take you to the end of the woods.
What's this?
Oh, I see you're minding my little box. It's my own invention to keep sandwiches in. You see, I hold it upside down so the rain can't get in.
But the things can get out. Did you know the lid was open?
Oh, I did not. Oh, then all the sandwiches must have fallen out, and the box is no use without them. It's not even a good beehive.
Well, you already have a beehive fastened to the saddle.
Yes, it is a very good beehive, but not a single bee has come near it.
And here's a mouse trap, too.
Empty as well. I suppose the mice keep the bees out. Or the bees keep the mice out. I don't know which.
It isn't very likely there would be mice on the horse's back.
Not very likely, perhaps. But it's best to be provided for everything. And let's be off. You're going the wrong way. Check. Oh.
I'm afraid you've not had much practice in riding.
What makes you say that?
Because people don't fall off quite so often when they've had much practice.
Practice? Practice? I've had plenty of practice. Plenty of practice. Ahoy! Hey, what goes there? Thought it might be a Jabberwock.
What's a Jabberwock?
Would you like to hear the tale?
I should like to hear it very much. Is it very long?
Anyone that hears me say it either brings tears to their eyes or else.
Or else what?
Or else it doesn't. 'Twas brillig, and the slithy toves did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borogroves and the momrass outgrabe. Beware the Jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the Jubjub bird, and shun the frumious Bandersnatch. So he took his vorpal sword in hand. Long time his manxome foam he sought, and rested he by the tum-tum tree, and stood a while in thought. And as in uffish thought he stood, the Jabberwock, with eyes of flame, whiffled through the togy woods and burbled as it came. 1, 2, 1, 2, and through, the vorpal blade went snicker-snack. He left it dead, and with its head, he went galumphing back. And hast thou slain thou Jabberwock? Come to my arms, my beamish boy. Oh, Frabjeste, Calloo Calais, he chortled in his joy. 'Twas brillig, and the slithy toves did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borogroves and the momrass outgrabe. I hope you'll remember me.
You've been so kind to me. I believe I'll remember you most of all.
I hope so. I hope so, Alice.
I wonder, how did he know my name? At any rate, I don't think I'm out of the woods yet. Oh, I'll never find the White Rabbit.
Oh dear, I'll never be there on time. Well, come on, Marianne, or you'll be late too.
Wait for me, Mr. Rabbit. I'm in a lovely garden, but where's the White Rabbit? Would you tell me, please, why you're painting the white roses red?
Well, you see, miss, this year ought to have been a red rose tree, and we put a white one in by accident. And if the queen were to find out, we should all have our heads cut off, you know. So we're trying our best before she comes, too.
Dear, oh dear! I got here just in time. Well, there you are, Marianne. Did you bring my white gloves?
But the Queen of Hearts!
The Queen of Hearts and the King.
Who is this?
It's Marianne, your idiot!
Off with your
My
head.
name is Alice, so please, Your Majesty.
Don't speak till you're spoken to.
But if everybody obeyed that rule, and if you only spoke when you were spoken to, and the other person always waited for you to begin, you see, no one would ever say anything, so
Ridiculous! A nasty, vicious temper. Look up! Speak nicely and stop twiddling your fingers all the time. Open your mouth a little wider when you speak and always say, "Yes, Your Majesty," and curtsy while you're thinking what to say. It saves time.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Can you do addition? What's 1 and 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 1?
I'm afraid I've lost count.
What's French for fiddle-dee-dee?
I don't know.
Can you at least play croquet?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Well then, come on. What are you doing here?
May it please your majesty, we were just—
Idiots! Off with their heads! Are their heads off yet?
May it please your majesty, their heads are gone.
Good. Now let's play.
Fancy using flamingos for mallets. I wonder what they use for croquet balls.
Bring out the hedgehogs.
Wickets at the ready. Oh. Nothing for Mary Ann.
Alice.
Five points for Her Majesty.
And 2 extra turns.
And 2 extra turns.
But that's not the way.
All the ways about here belong to me. So play. My turn.
$15 points for Her Majesty.
And 5 extra turns.
And 5 extra turns.
But that's not fair.
Play. I win.
Well, at least I haven't offended the queen. She's so dreadfully fond of beheading people. The great wonder is that anyone's left alive. Oh, it's the Cheshire Cat. Now I shall have someone to talk to.
Well, how are you getting on?
Not at all. This game is so unfair.
Who are you talking to? If you make me angry, little girl, you will lose your head.
Let's make her angry. Come on, it'll be so much fun.
No.
Who are you talking to?
It's just a cat, Your Majesty.
A cat? A cat? Where?
There.
Where?
There.
Where?
Off with her head! Now, shouldn't we have a trial first? Just a teeny tiny little trial.
We'll have the trial, and then up with her head!
I feel faint! Give me a ham sandwich! There aren't any! Then fetch me the tarts the queen made this morning! Oh, my dear paws! My fur and whiskers! The tarts! They've been stolen!
It was the Knave of Hearts. I do remember that poem. I know who did it.
So do I. It was Alice.
Alice! Mary Ann!
Nonsense. Why, I've been right here all the time.
Very suspicious. Very, very.
That proves your guilt. Off with her head!
Now, shouldn't we have a trial first and then the execution? She is only a child after all.
Fine. We'll have the trial. And then up with her head!
Hurry up. Order in the court! Order in the court!
Harold, read the accusation.
The Queen of Hearts. She made some tarts, all on a summer's day. Then Alice came
and took those tarts and stole them clean away. Shouldn't that say Mary Ann?
The poem's wrong, Your Majesty. I didn't take the tarts.
Then suppose you tell us who did.
Well, it was the Knave of Hearts.
Oh, Jack, would you come here, please? Now, you didn't eat those tarts, now did you?
I didn't do it.
No, do not speak with your mouth full.
It wasn't me, Your Majesty.
Well, just look at what he's eating.
Consider your verdict.
No, not yet, not yet. There's a great deal to come before that.
Call the first witness.
Call the Mad Hatter. Call the Mad Hatter.
I beg pardon, Your Majesty, for bringing all of these in, but I hadn't quite finished my tea when I was sent for.
You ought to have finished. When did you begin?
15th of March, I think it was.
16th. That's it. 17th. That's it.
15, 16, 17, 15, 16, 17, 15, 16, 17.
Take off your hat.
It isn't mine.
Stolen!
I'm a poor woman, Your Majesty. Only it hadn't begun with what the twinkling of the tea.
The twinkling of what?
It began with a tea.
Of course twinkling begins with a T. Do you take me for a dunce? Go on.
I'm a poor woman, Your Majesty. Only most things twinkled after that. Only the March Hare said.
I didn't.
You did.
I deny it.
She denies it. Leave out that part.
Well, at any rate, the Dormouse said.
What did the Dormouse say?
Twinkle, 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 twinkle. I'm a poor woman, Your Majesty.
Well, if that's all you know, then you may stand down.
I can't go any lower. I'm already on the floor as it is.
Then you may sit down.
Actually, I'd rather go finish my tea.
You may leave.
Just take their heads off outside.
Call the next witness.
Call the Duchess. Call the Duchess.
Pig! Wow, wow, wow!
Give your evidence.
Can't.
Your Majesty may cross-examine.
Well, if I must. What do you put in tarts?
Well, pepper mostly.
Is that it?
Mind your own business. Wow, wow, wow!
Consider your verdict.
No. Sentence first, then verdict afterwards.
Stuff and nonsense. The idea of having a sentence first.
Curtsy while you're thinking what to say.
I won't.
Then hold your tongue.
I won't. You hold your tongue. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of any of you. You're nothing but a pack of cards. You're nothing but a pack of cards. You're nothing but a pack of cards.
I'm late. I'm late.
Her!
And thus concludes the story of William the Conqueror.
Alice, have you been asleep all this time? Oh, I've had the most curious dream. I followed a white rabbit down a rabbit hole, and I met a caterpillar, and a duchess, and a white knight, and a Cheshire cat that grinned, and I played croquet with the Queen of Hearts, and she kept screaming, off with her head, off with her head.
Yes, dear, it was a curious dream. But we better be getting home now. It's getting late.
Yes, Edith.
You still have a couple of things to do before tea. Straighten up the drawing room, study your Latin, conjugate your verbs.
Life is but a dream.
Are you ready yet? We're leaving in 5 minutes. Alice!
It's your turn, Kitty. Do hurry or we'll never finish the game.
Alice, get out of those clothes and put your dress on.
In a minute, Mom. I hate leaving the game unfinished.
And brush your hair. Did you brush your hair?
Yes, I brushed my hair. What's that, Kitty? Goodness, I can't understand a word you say. It's a very inconvenient habit of yours, you know, that no matter what you say, you always purr. If only you would purr for yes and mew for no, things would move along much easier. Now hurry, it's your move.
And take those boots off. You are not leaving this house with those boots on.
All right already, Your Majesty. Oh, you wicked, wicked little kitty. Look what you've done. That's not plain fair. I ought to have you punished, you know.
Alice!
But I'm saving all... Don't interrupt me. As I was saying, I'm saving all your punishments. I'm not forgetting them. Oh dear, what if all my punishments were saved up? I should be sent to prison, I suppose.
Alice, are you ready yet?
But I won't send you to prison. No, instead I'll put you through into Looking Glass Land. And then you'll be really sorry, because everything there is backwards.
Alice, we're going to be late. Do you want me to come and get you?
And best of all, through the Looking Glass, I give all the orders and I make up the rules. Oh, let's pretend, Kitty. Let's pretend we could go to the other side. I wish we could see the other side. Just for once, I want to do what I want to do. I wish I could put myself right through and stay there forever.
Alice? Alice?
Kitty? Kitty, where are you? Help, somebody help! Kitty? Kitty, where are you? What's happening? Where is everything?
I am the king, give it to ya!
I'm king too, you know.
I found it, it's mine.
No.
Maybe they can tell me where I am.
Come over here, dear.
No one can read it anyway. What's the difference?
By my whiskers, the next person.
Sweetheart, you don't have any whiskers.
Oh.
Maybe you should do something, dear.
Oh, yes. Children, may I have a word with you? Excuse me. Children? Children!
Excuse me, could you...
Ow! Oh. It's not particularly nice to do that.
Hello there.
Violence never solves anything.
Hello, everyone.
Not that anything needs solving.
Excuse me. I said, excuse me. Hello.
Don't you hello me.
Who are you, child?
And what are you doing here?
Blonde hair.
Very long shoelace.
Very skinny.
Blue dress.
Yeah,
What are
I
those
like the dress
shoes?
too.
What are you doing?
Underwhelming.
Please don't do
I
that.
agree.
Conclusion?
Human.
Yes, sir. Now, what are you doing here?
Well, to begin with, I'm introducing myself.
Well, how very nice of you. Let me introduce myself.
That's not what we meant at all.
Where did you come from, child?
Well, I came through the Looking Glass.
Through the what?
Through the Looking Glass.
Poor child. She's delirious. Let me talk to her. Hello, dear. Are you all right? Have you hit your head?
Knocked your noggin.
Cracked your crown.
Bonked your brain.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. So you say you came through a looking glass. To what? Why would you do a thing like that?
No reason. Just curious.
Just curious, you say?
Yes.
Well, you know what they say about curiosity.
No.
Let me handle this, please.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going?
I'm not sure.
Where are you going?
I don't know. I seem to have lost my way.
Well, I don't know what you mean by your way, because all the ways about here belong to me.
And me.
What are you doing?
I only...
Look up! Speak nicely and stop twiddling your fingers. Now, what are you doing?
I was just pretending, Your Majesty.
A likely story.
On the contrary, I think it's rather unlikely if you ask me.
Oh, do be quiet. Children! What are you doing? Do you want to be sent to your rooms with chocolate and ice cream?
Yes.
Then stop being so good. That's better.
This is Looking Glass Land. It really does exist.
Of course it does. The question is, do you?
Do I what?
Do you exist?
Of course I do.
Prove it.
Well,
There's no use.
Well, that does it. She doesn't exist.
You're not real. Bye-bye.
Where were we?
The children were fighting, dear.
Oh, yes. Children?
How utterly rude. If I don't exist, then who is holding this book?
Well, that makes sense.
How does it?
Well, you can exist.
Thank you. Now, what is this you're all fighting about?
It's a book. Don't they have them where you come from?
Yes?
Can you read, child?
Yes.
How many languages?
Only one, I'm afraid.
Is this the one you read?
Well, I can't read anything when it's that close to my nose.
How about now?
Yes, I can read this.
You can?
She can read.
Of course I can. Would you like to hear it?
Yes, go on.
It says...
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Savat yitlis et dana.
Right.
We can all do that, young lady.
Do you know what it means?
No.
Come along, children.
Wait, I know what it is.
Right.
Sure.
No, really, it's a looking glass book.
What did you say it was?
A looking glass book. All the words are backwards. If only I had a mirror.
Oh, hold on. Mirror?
How fortunate. See, in the mirror, they all go the right way.
My goodness, she's right.
Well, let me see that.
May I?
Well, somebody read it already.
Do. Jabberwocky. Talkie
Frolic
talk.
and the slithy toves did gimble in the wave.
In the wave.
You best beware the Jabberwock, my son.
Hey!
The jaws that bite.
The jaws that bite.
The claws that catch.
Beware the Jabberwocky talkie 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 talkie.
All Mimsy wore the borogroves and the mome Rathok grave.
Rathok grave.
Through and through went Snickersnack the vorpal blade.
Hey!
He left it dead.
He left it dead.
And with its head he
Say the Jabberwocky talkie 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 talkie. Jabberwocky talkie talkie.
Must you go?
Yes.
I should very much. Oh, well, goodbye. Glad I could be of help. It was a very pretty poem, though rather hard to understand. What on earth is Momrath's outgrave?
Mome, adjective, means somewhere along the lines of very, very serious.
Wrath is a kind of turtle, and to outgrabe means to squeak.
So, altogether, Momrath's outgrabe means something like the very serious turtle squeak.
Momrath's outgrabe sounds so much more fun, though, don't you think?
What's the matter? Why don't you speak?
I've never seen flowers that could talk before.
Before? Before what?
I mean it all. Can all flowers talk?
Of course they can.
When there's anybody worth talking to.
Are you worth talking to?
Are you a weed?
That's not a very nice question.
I'm not a very nice flower.
Both of you stop acting like buds.
Yes, if you don't hold your tongues, I'll pick you. I wouldn't really pick them. I just wanted to scare them. Is everyone so rude in Looking Glass Land?
Not everyone, just the mean ones. See, you made the little human child angry.
Alice.
What was that?
My name is Alice.
You made the little human Alice angry. Let that be a lesson. Now, where are you off to, child?
I don't know. I should very much like to find the chess pieces again. I do love the game, so maybe they would let me play a game with them. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh, hum.
I wouldn't even mind being a pawn.
We're all pawns, darling.
Though, of course, I'd really love to be a queen best.
Everybody wants to be a queen. Close your petals, the both of you. You're enough to make one wither the way you go on. Say you'd like to be a queen. Well, that can be easily managed. But you must first speak to the legal, regal, royal majesty herself. Trumpets!
Loyal subjects, Majesty, the Red Queen!
Who has summoned moi?
He has.
She did.
It was her.
Oh, you're still here. What do you want with me?
She wants to be a queen, like you.
He wants to be in the game.
Silence?
I really don't have the time.
Well, nobody asked you for the time, child.
No, I mean, I have to be going home. I was supposed to leave for somewhere 5 minutes ago, and I really can't be late.
Well, you can't be late in Looking Glass Land.
I can't?
No, if you were supposed to leave for somewhere 5 minutes ago, well, over here, you left for somewhere 5 minutes ago. Well, you are already there.
But I'm here.
Yes, you are.
Yes, she is.
For now.
So, enjoy it while it lasts. You say you want to be a queen, do you?
Well, I wouldn't mind being a pawn either. I really just want to be in the game.
Oh, you're in the game, dear. We all are.
Silence?
So, of course, I would love to be a queen.
Most do.
They're so beautiful, like you.
Well, of course I could possibly show you the way and tell you the rules, but you'd have to do the rest on your own. And you'd have to start off as a pawn, a white one. I'm so sorry, none of mine have been captured yet. You must earn your queenship.
Of course.
You're on the second square right now. If you make it to the 8th square, you'll be a queen, and you can go anywhere you'd like. No 1 square at a time business for queens. Now, a pawn on his first move can move 2 squares. You'd be to the 4th square in no time, which home to Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Are you listening?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Do you think it's easy being a queen?
No.
So listen closely. Closer. That's better. Now pay attention. The 5th square is home to Humpty Dumpty. The 6th square is home to all the king's men. The 7th square is, I don't remember what the 7th square is. And the 8th square, we shall be queens together. And it's all fun and feasting. You make all the rules, give all the orders. But if you want to be a queen, you must finish the game. If you can't finish something, just don't start it. Bye-bye.
I hate when she does that.
Goodness, she's a whirlwind. Do you think I can make it to the 8th square?
It's been done before.
I really should be getting home. But it does sound so exciting.
It certainly does.
I shall have a look.
Very good. Stay where you are and I shall inform the proper authorities.
Very well, thank you.
Good luck. Watch out for the Red Queen's night.
Watch out for the Red Queen.
Queen Alice. Groovy.
Thanks for your help. Flowers that talk. What will I run into next?
Nothing too hard, I hope.
Is she the one?
Look at the map.
Yep, she's the one. Fits the description.
Good.
Who are you?
We are the proper authorities. Now, as you know, you may move 2 squares on your first move, but which 2?
And in what direction? Every which way looks the same, doesn't it?
Which way is forward? The choice is up to you.
Let me see now. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means I have 1 chance in 4 of being right no matter which way I go.
Yes?
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. I say this way.
She says this way. Good. Now, would you prefer to slide to the 4th square or jump?
You can leap directly from 2 to 4 and skip 3 altogether.
Or slide through and have a look-see at 3.
If you do choose to slide, you may wrinkle those lovely clothes of yours and mess up your hair a little.
I think I should still prefer to slide.
She's a slider!
Next up at the plate is Alice. Batting for the Looking Glass Gamesters. Bob in the 9th, 1 out, no one on base. Here's the pitch. She lets it go by, it's a strike. 2 outs. The fans are not happy. She's taking her time, wiping her hands on her clothes. Okay, I think she's ready now.
Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss. Wait. The catcher dropped the ball. She dropped the ball. She dropped the ball. She's going. She's running. She's looking to try to fourth. She comes right by fifth. Goes right to third. She slides in. Yes. I think she's done it. I've never seen anything like it. She's stolen home.
Safe! She's out by a mile!
I am not.
I said she was safe.
You're blind.
You're out of here. Oh, popcorn, please.
Here you are, little lady. Nice slide.
Oh, I thank you.
Welcome to the fourth square. Popcorn, get your popcorn. Popcorn, here you are. There you are, handsome sir.
Oh man, that was so amazing. I can't believe you made that.
Good job.
What a game.
Hello.
Hello.
You look vaguely familiar.
I dare say. One can look vague and one can look familiar, but I fail to see how one can look both at the same time.
Do I know you?
You do now.
I could swear we've met before.
Possibly. I'm a messenger to the king. Do you know any kings?
Vaguely.
There's that word again.
What's that you have there?
Why, it's a signpost, silly.
Well, I know that. You choose?
No, you choose.
Well, what do I choose?
Your choice.
I choose my choice?
Well, that goes without saying.
What does?
You choose your choice.
Of course.
Of course.
But which course?
That's your choice.
Of course.
Exactly. Ciao.
Ciao?
Don't mind if I do.
I really should be getting home, I know. But then that should be the end of my adventures for the day. What's best to do? I shall press on. Oh, excuse me, I didn't... Hello? Hello? Can you speak? Can you hear? Let me see now. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. I wonder if anything's written on the back.
If you think we're statues, you ought to buy a ticket, you know.
Contrary-wise, if you think we're alive, you ought to speak.
I'm sure I'm very sorry. I'm on my way to the 8th square, and I was wondering if you could tell me if I'm headed the right way. I'm going to be a queen.
Wrong! You begun all wrong. The first thing to do when you meet someone for the first time is to say, "How do you do?" and shake hands.
Like this.
How do you do?
Now, you try it.
How do you do?
That's enough for me.
Oh, I hope you're not much tired.
No how.
Contrary-wise, but thank you very much for asking.
Yes, so much obliged.
You're welcome. Now, as I was asking, I should very much like to know how to get to the 8th square. Do you think you could help me?
Maybe.
I really have to get home before dark, and it's getting late already. Could you please tell me? Why, you're acting like two schoolboys. Then I shall treat you as such. First boy.
No how.
Second boy.
Contrary-wise.
Do you like poetry?
Do you know where the 8th square is?
Do you like poetry?
Yes, I suppose.
What shall I recite to her?
The Walrus and the Carpenter. You're so good at it.
Stop.
No, you are.
Thank you. You flatter me.
It's true and you know it.
If this is going to take very long...
The Walrus and the Carpenter
What was that?
were...
It's nothing.
The Walrus and the Carpenter
there it is
were...
again.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it
The Walrus and the Carpenter were walking along the sand. Oh, oysters, come and walk with us. Come join us close at hand. All the oysters hurried up, all eager for a treat. And this was odd because they hadn't any feet. Many things of shoes and ships and sealing wax, of cabbages and kings, and why the sea is boiling hot and whether pigs have wings. "Oh, oysters," said the carpenter, "we're happy you could come. Are you hungry? Shall we eat?" But answer came there none, and this was scarcely odd because they'd eaten every one.
There it is again.
Oh, it's only the Red King snoring.
Does it all the time.
Sleeps half the day.
Sleep, sleep, sleep.
Snore, snore, snore.
Come, shall we have a look at him?
Let's do.
This way.
Well, watch your step, watch your step.
Here we go now.
Shh.
You don't want to wake him up.
Isn't he a lovely sight?
Fit to snore his head off.
He's dreaming now.
What do you think he's dreaming about?
I don't know.
Why, you don't know?
Why, he's dreaming about you.
He's dreaming you right now.
Now, if he stopped dreaming about you, then where do you think you'd be?
Right where I am now?
Contrary-wise, you'd be nowhere.
You're only a thing in his dream.
That's not true.
Is too.
Is not.
If that there king were to wake, you'd go out. Bang! Bang! Just like that.
I would not. Besides, if I'm only a thing in his dream, then what are you?
Ditto.
Ditto, ditto.
If you don't believe us, then why don't you just wake him up?
Yeah, go ahead. Wake him up. And then poof,
poof.
We're all gone just like that.
She'll wake him up.
What do you care?
See? She doubts. You know very well you're not real.
I am too.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Not.
Please, I really have to be going. Couldn't you just...
Okay, goodbye now. Make sure you write.
Write legibly and don't repeat yourself.
Repeat yourself.
Repeat yourself.
Repeat yourself. And never, never cross anything out.
Don't eat the oysters.
Well, they were no help at all. I guess I'll just keep on the same way I've been going.
Tickets, please. Tickets. All aboard. All aboard for the 5th Square. One stop only. Change there for the Queensbury Express. All aboard. Come on, kid. You're holding up the line.
Just a minute.
All aboard for the 5th Square. Have your tickets ready. Last train leaving today. Express to Queensburg. Come on, kid.
I seem to have lost my ticket.
She doesn't have a ticket.
Come on.
Please, I really have to be going home. Couldn't you just...
Look, kid, I can't make any exceptions. You're not special. In fact, I've heard you may not even exist. Everyone has to have a ticket.
Well, where can I find one?
Tickets for sale. Get your tickets. One way or round trip to the 5th Square. Get your tickets.
How fortunate.
Tickets for sale.
One way to the 5th Square, please. How much is it?
How much you got?
I have a hat.
That'll do. Here you go, little girl. Have a nice trip.
Thank you. Heavens, that's a big ticket. Here you go.
All aboard for the 5th Square. Everyone off for the 5th Square. Now, to your right, you can see the ancient ruins of the White King's Castle, captured by a rook in the 36th move of the game. Please remember to stay with the group, everyone. Further down the road, we'll be coming up to the spot where 3 knights and a bishop held a great battle to rescue the White King from check in the 58th move.
Oh, excuse me, dear. Are you all right?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Where's my...
Here you are.
Thank you.
Am I addressing the White Queen?
Well, yes, if you call that addressing. I've been addressing myself for the past 2 hours, and every single thing looks crooked.
Dear me, what a state your hair is in.
Don't I know it? My brush got caught in it, and I lost my comb.
Hold still a moment. I'll get it for you.
Oh, it's been a day.
Oh, you look rather better already.
Do I, really?
You look positively regal.
Thank you. I'm supposed to. Why, you must be my newest pawn. Very pleased to meet you. Well, you've done rather well to the 5th Square already. 3 more, and you'll be a queen if you don't give up.
Oh, I won't give up. I never leave a game unfinished.
Good. It's so hard by myself, and the Red Queen can be so very testy at times. Oh, my finger's bleeding.
What's the matter? Did you cut yourself?
No, but I soon shall.
How do you know that?
Oh, it's one of the troubles with living backwards. You remember things before they happen.
You mean to say you haven't cut your finger yet?
No.
Well, when do you expect to do so?
When I fasten my shawl again, you see there's a pin in it, and when I go like this, oh, see, I told you. Now you understand the way things happen around here.
It's very hard to believe.
Is it? Try again. Draw a long breath and shut your eyes.
All right.
Deep breaths in and out. All right. Do you believe it now?
No, it's no use. I can't believe impossible things.
I dare say you haven't had enough practice then. Why, when I was your age, I believed impossible things for a half hour a day. Sometimes I believed as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast. Well, I must be off now to look after the king. He can't get around as well as I, you know. I'm always running around for him.
Oh, am I going the right way? Your Majesty. Goodness, how fast she moves. Well, whichever way I'm going, I'm meeting some very interesting people.
Please remember to stay with the group and don't want to lose anyone else. Quiet, please. We're entering a quiet zone. Now, next on the list of spots we will be visiting is the Great Wall. Mr. Dumpty has promised me that we may have a glance of him if we promise to take no photographs and that we all whisper in his presence. We'll make a stop for refreshments now and meet again in 10 minutes. Thank you.
Shh.
What was that?
Shh.
Who's shushing me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you.
Obviously.
Why, you're Humpty Dumpty.
Obviously. What are you?
I'm a pawn. I can't believe I'm actually talking to Humpty Dumpty.
Yes, well.
The Humpty Dumpty. How exactly like an egg you are.
You know, it's very provoking to be likened to an egg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I don't know what that word means.
You don't know what an egg is? Then why'd you call me one?
No, the other word. Provoking?
Ah, provoking. Adjective. That which angers or irritates. Shall I be plain with you, little one? It's irritating to be likened to an egg.
Well, I only said you looked like an egg. And some eggs are very, very pretty, you know.
And some people have such little sense, you know. Now state your name and business.
My name is Alice.
A stupid enough name. What does it mean?
Must a name mean something?
Of course it must. My name is the shape I am. And a good, handsome shape it is too. With a name like yours, you could be any shape at all.
Why do you sit out here all alone?
Huh, because there's no one with me. Did you think I wouldn't be able to answer that? Ask another.
Don't you think you'd be safer on the ground?
What tremendously easy riddles you ask. Of course I don't think so. Why, if I ever did fall off, which there's no chance of, absolutely none at all. But if I ever did fall off, the king has promised me with his very own mouth.
To send all of his horses and all of his men?
Exactly so. I am one who has spoken to the king, I am. But to show I am not proud, you can shake my hands.
Oh, what a beautiful tie.
Yes, I know. I got it as an unbirthday present from the White King and Queen.
I beg your pardon?
It's not polite to beg.
No, I mean, what is an unbirthday present?
Why a present given when it isn't your birthday, of course?
I like birthday presents best.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You don't know what you're talking about, child. Tell me, how many days are there in a year?
365.
And how many birthdays do you have?
1.
And if you subtract 1 from 365, how many do you get?
364.
I'd rather see that done on paper.
Very well. See?
Yes, that does seem to be done right. Anyway, as I was saying, you have 364 days that you might receive unbirthday presents.
Yes.
And only 1 for birthday presents. I rest my case. Would you like me to sing you a song?
Actually, I really must be going. Could you tell
Sorry,
me...
can't do that. Goodbye.
Well, that's rather sudden.
Goodbye, unless you'd like me to sing you a song.
Oh, All right. If you must sing, then sing the one about you.
Oh, please, not that again.
But I'm rather fond of that one. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again.
Right. Well, to tell you the truth, I did get off this wall once, but I didn't fall.
You didn't?
No. You see, it all came out of a sense of frustration.
Frustration?
That's right. You try being a fairy tale star, sitting up here year after year. I wanted to be somebody, and that's no joke. To prove to everyone that I was made of more than yolk. But it's so hard. Being a fairy tale star. I made a plan, and it wasn't going to get foiled. To prove to the king that I wasn't hard-boiled. I scrambled down the wall. I tried not to get runny. But then who came along? Why, that big dumb Easter bunny, and it's so hard.
It's so hard being a fairy tale star. He's got the over easy blues. There are days when things ain't going so well, and you wish you were living in someone else's shell.
Easter morning rolled around, candy, baskets and all. But where'd he hide me? Why, on this big dumb brick wall, and it's so hard.
It's so hard being a fairy tale star.
I've got the over easy blues. Over easy blues. Over easy blues.
This way, this way. Please remember that the use of recording devices is strictly prohibited.
Oh! Ah!
Why, hello, Hada. What are you doing here?
Message from the king. Remember, I'm the king's messenger. Have you seen him by chance?
No. You have made it to the 6th square. Congratulations. Oh, I'm on the 6th square. Only 2 to go.
Yeah. Congratulations from the king. Yeah.
Sent them all. Every last one of them. Did you see any of my soldiers, dear, as we went through the wood? Did you?
No.
4,207. That's the exact number.
No, sir.
Oh, well, between you and me, I couldn't actually send all the king's horses and all the king's men, because, I need something to protect me and the queen from all the other king's horses and all the other king's men. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Do be dear, would you, and look down the road for me? Tell me if you can see my messenger.
I don't see anyone.
Well, I'm not looking for anyone. I'm looking for my messenger, Hada. Do you see her?
I see nobody on the road.
Oh, if only I had your eyes to be able to see nobody. It's as much as I can do to see real people.
Oh, I see somebody now.
Oh, Hada, are you all right? What are you trying to say? Speak up, woman. You alarm me. I feel faint. Give me a ham sandwich. Would you like some?
No, thank you.
There's nothing but hay left.
Hay, then. Nothing like eating hay when you're feeling faint. Here, try some. Good, yes? Very good. Now, who did you see on the road?
Nobody.
Quite right. This young lady here saw him, too. So I would assume that nobody walks slower than you do.
I assure you, nobody walks faster than I do.
Well, if he did, then he would have been here first. However, now that you got your breath, what's happening in town?
They're at it again.
Stop yelling.
They're at it again.
Thank you.
Who were at it again?
The Lion and the Unicorn.
Fighting for the crown.
For my crown, I might add. Idea. Let's go see him. Follow me. There they are, the Lion and the Unicorn.
Does the one that wins get the crown?
Oh, dear me, no. What an idea. I surely hope not. How'd go see how they're getting along with the fight.
Very well, Your Majesty.
As long as they're fighting amongst themselves, I'm safe.
Each of them has been down 87 times.
10 minutes allowed for refreshments.
Oh, look, there goes the White Queen.
Hello, dear.
Goodness, how fast she moves.
Bye, dear. Somebody's after her, no doubt.
Well, aren't you going to run and help her?
No use. I'd never catch her. One square at a time, as they say. Just take every game one step at a time.
I got the best of him this time.
Oh, yes? Did you? The best of it?
Yes, weren't you watching?
Oh, watching. A little, yeah, I was watching.
What is that thing there?
It's a human child. We only found it today.
A human child? I thought human children were only a thing of dreams. Is it alive?
Certainly. It can talk.
Talk, human child.
I thought unicorns were only a thing of dreams.
Well, now that we've seen each other, if I believe in you, will you believe in me?
If you like.
It's a bargain. Fetch out the chocolate cake, man.
Certainly. We have it right here. No need to get upset.
I'm not upset. Would you like to see me upset?
No, we have it here. The cake woman. Big lion coming.
What is that thing there?
You'll never guess.
Don't tell me. I love riddles.
I won't.
Are you edible? Vegetable or mineral?
It's a human child.
I wanted to guess.
Well, I told you. It's a human child.
Cake. We're having cake. Can't fight with cake in your mouth.
Cake? Then give me a piece. And everyone sit down.
Well, now that you say that, we do seem to be having a little trouble.
Sit.
Very well. As you please. Sitting. Sat.
Look at that crown.
What a fight we might have for it right now.
Yes. Wouldn't that be something?
Found it!
Hada, quick, go and get the White Queen.
Give it to them, child. Let them eat cake.
First, cake. Then we'll fight for the crown.
Shouldn't fight right after cake. Cramps, you know.
Well, we'll fight first then and just get it over with.
Fine with me.
No, please, help.
Over here, Your Majesty.
Backwards!
Good thinking, child. Rescue.
Leave him alone. Put it back.
She's got a knife.
I said put it back.
Scram!
3 cheers for Alice for saving the day. Hooray, hooray!
Hip.
Hooray, hooray!
Hip.
Hooray, hooray!
Hip.
Oh, God.
You are about to enter the 7th square. Proceed at your own risk. I repeat, proceed at your own risk.
This must be the forest the Red Queen spoke of. I don't see anyone.
Ahoy! Ahoy there! Stop! Ahoy! Ahoy, check! You're my prisoner!
Oh, are you all right?
Oh, this stupid armor. One can't even walk in it, let alone run and capture someone. Now, as I was saying, you're my prisoner. I capture you in the name of the Red King and his...
Ahoy! Ahoy! Check! Check! Ahoy! Oh. Oh, yes. Thank you, young man. And you, child.
Fix your helmet.
Yes. How's that?
Better. Ahoy! She's my prisoner.
Yes, but I've come to rescue her.
I captured her first. We must fight for her then.
Must we?
I'm afraid so.
Very well, then. You will observe the proper rules of battle, of course.
I always do.
Oh, thank you.
Now after you.
No, please, after you.
No, after you.
I said you go first.
I'll go when I want to.
Ah! Beg for mercy!
Never!
Look, young man, if you don't beg for mercy, I'll have to wallop your head off.
Wallop away!
Look, I don't want to hurt you.
Wallop! Wallop!
Oh, dear.
The rules of engagement clearly state that you must beg for mercy. Shall we try this again? Beg for mercy!
Never!
Very well, then.
Mercy!
Oh, okay. Watch your step there.
That was a good one, yes?
Very.
What next?
You must now throw yourself in front of my queen. For she I fight for.
Gracious lady,
Kneel.
Gracious lady, I beg a boon.
Beg a boon?
He's asking you a favor.
Gracious lady, I beg a boon. Vanquished by your champion.
That's me.
I beg for mercy by your, by your almost royal self.
What do I say?
You have the authority to say anything you like.
Arise, knight. I forgive you. How is that?
Spoken like a true queen.
She must send us on a quest now. I remember that part.
Yes, this is the best part. You must now tell us to do something for you. You have 2 champions now.
Very well. I command you. If you like. I mean, it would be very nice if
A command. You have to command us.
I command you to lead me to the 8th square.
All right. Up with you, lad.
You mean you know where it is?
Of course I do.
Oh, how positively wonderful.
Give me a hand here, lad.
Where is the 8th square? Is it very far?
Not very. We will take you to the end of the woods, but then you're on your own.
I don't see anything.
You won't see it until you get there, my lady.
Might I ask a favor of you?
Beg a boon.
Might I beg a boon of you?
Command me, future sovereign.
Might you stand guard at the end of the forest in case anyone else tries to capture me? We are in the thick of the Red King's territory at present.
Why, of course. Good strategy. Sounding more like a queen every minute.
Might not one of you come along with me?
I'm sorry, my lady. These last steps you must take on your own. I've made my move, you know. Don't be frightened. You'll do fine.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
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 Ladies and gentlemen, your new queen for 2018 is Alice!
Oh, thank you. Thank you all so much. This is simply grand.
A few words for your public, Your Majesty.
Well, Oh, is this on?
Oh, sorry. Okay, try it now.
Hello, testing. Hello?
It's okay. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know what to say. I just want to thank everyone who has helped me along the way. There are so many of them I can't even begin to name them.
And what will you do now that you're queen?
I promise to promote world peace across the board for all pieces, whether red or white. I will insist that all games be played fairly, and I will devote my time to charitable works, encouraging all men and women alike to know that each and every one of them can reach the 8th square of their dream. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you.
No one ever sees me.
I just arrived.
Don't speak till you're spoken to.
You can't talk to me like that. I'm a queen.
You're not a queen yet. Not until you pass the proper examinations.
No one told me anything about that.
Sorry, my dear, but it's the rules. Now, question number 1. Can you do addition?
What's 1 and 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 1?
Can you say that again?
Can't do addition.
Question number 2. Can you do subtraction?
Subtract a dog from a bone.
Well, I
can't do subtraction.
Do give her a chance, will ya?
Next section.
Question number 3. Can you divide?
Divide a loaf of bread by a knife.
I suppose.
Can't do division.
But she...
Next section.
Now think carefully. How is bread made?
Oh, I know this one. First, you take some flour.
Where are the flowers picked from?
Well, it's not picked at all. It's ground.
How many acres of ground? You mustn't leave out so many details if you want to pass.
Stop coaching.
Please don't let us quarrel. I hate quarreling. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Fine. She can pass. Okay. You can be a queen. I capture you in the name of the Red King. What? Check.
You can't do that.
Yes, I can.
Rescue! Rescue!
Rescue my queen! Rescue! Rescue!
Ahoy, Jack!
Traitor! Run, my queen. You don't have to move one step at a time anymore.
I can't believe she tried that.
She often does.
Well, let the fun and feasting begin.
Fun and feasting? Whoever said a thing about fun and feasting?
Well, the Red Queen did.
No, she's a kidder. There's precious little time for fun and feasting. You've got responsibilities now that you're a queen.
Responsibilities?
That's right. You've all heard of them.
So excited.
And you've all avoided them too. The undeniable, the inevitable, the one and only, the responsibilities!
Now I've got the power, people, come and see. Gonna take you to the land where we all are free. Follow, follow, people, people, follow me to the land of sun and fun and possibility. Wait, before you go, what you doing, my friend? You can down, fall, like down to the dreamers, let it be all that's being queen ain't easy as you think it might be. Hey, hey, babe, you got responsibility.
The bishop's got the congregation in a tizzy. The rose got up and ran off with the willow tree. They're talking and they're squawking and they're making a fuss. The pods are stealing hubcaps to be listening to us.
Being queen ain't easy as you think it might be. Hey, hey, babe, you got responsibility. The lights with the unicorn around the town. They find and they find because they want that crown.
You gotta act and choose C side of D. Queen ain't as easy as you think it might be. Gotta make decisions, gotta make them sound. That's your job now if you wanna wear that crown.
No time for trumpets and no time to see. Hey, Alice, you got responsibility.
Follow us on SoundCloud.
For you, Alice.
What do you think about child care for pawns?
No comment.
Alice, got some questions.
Is Mr. Dundee covered by the new health plan?
No comment.
Alice, I have a really...
What about violence in our streets? The lion? The unicorn?
No comment, no comment.
But dear, this is your responsibility now.
Take their names.
Okay.
Everyone, just one at a time. Everybody will get a chance to speak.
Alice.
I command all of you to be quiet now!
You poor children. A nasty, vicious temper.
I'm not nasty. No one will listen to me.
Oh, isn't that sad?
How about some refreshments?
Oh, good, yes.
Yeah. I'd like to make a toast to our newest Queen Alice. I said to our newest Queen Alice because we should be good losers as well as winners, yes.
Bring out the turkey!
This is a little better.
Oh, you look a bit shy. Alice, turkey, Alice.
Thank you. Would you like a piece?
It isn't very nice to slice up somebody you've just met. Now, would you please remove the turkey?
But
bring out the pudding!
Oh, pudding.
Please don't introduce me to the pudding. I do love it so.
Alice, pudding, Alice, remove the pudding.
Oh. Bring back the pudding. I'm a queen too, you know.
Remove the pudding.
I
am the bigger queen.
Bring back the pudding. I'm in command now.
Who told you that?
You did. You said when I was queen I could give all the orders.
Well, I lied. What do you think about that?
That's not fair.
Oh. Look at her. Unfit to be a queen.
I didn't quit. I followed the rules.
Do you think you deserve something because of that? Do you think life owes you something because of that? Well, you don't deserve to wear that crown.
Leave me alone.
Hey, now this isn't really fair.
You shut up, darling.
What did you just say?
You heard me.
Hey, I've had just about enough of you.
Don't touch me.
Don't tell me what to do.
Majesty!
Back off. Everybody just back off.
Please don't fight, please.
You want a piece of this? Huh? Is that what you want?
Don't touch me.
Don't tell me what to do.
I said don't touch me! Somebody get that crown.
Over my dead body.
Get it! Or you will all answer to me!
Everybody stop! Please!
Get it!
You're acting like a bunch of children. Somebody's going to get hurt. Please! Oh, for goodness sake, if this is how you're going to act, I don't want to play anymore. Take it, I don't want your stupid crown!
It isn't easy being queen, is it?
Help! Somebody help! I'm over here!
Alice, where are you?
I'm over here!
Alice, are you ready yet?
What?
We're leaving in 5 minutes!
Okay. Kitty? Kitty, where are you? Oh, there you are, Kitty. Goodness, you gave me a fright. I've had the most remarkable dream. At least, I think it was a dream. It must have been. I was a queen, and there were knights in armor, and flowers that talked. Though, of course, it could have been the Red King's dream.
Alice!
Well, I had fun no matter whose dream it was. It was a shame you couldn't have been there, Kitty. I met such interesting people, and I made it all the way to the 8th square. Though, to be honest with you, it wasn't all that much fun once I got there. No, I much preferred the adventures along the way.
Alice!
Coming.